Good morning again. So I'm doing today what I usually do for my clients, like Brendan, we've done it a few times, right? What I want to do today is to give you a real life example of a website that Tony and I worked with our team. So I have a handout here. I'm going to pass out a business card because even though the company is Light Vision Group, within Light Vision Group we have a couple of different entities now. One is for plumbers, and that's another website we built. But this one, we're calling it digitalbrandexpert.com because this site is going to be for anybody who needs web design SEO who's not a plumber or HVAC company. So that's how we're branding it. And I will use this as a case study for what I'm doing for our customers, what Tony and I are doing. So I'll take a handout myself, and if you could, it's 2 sheets. The first sheet looks like this, Digital Brand Expert by Light Vision Group. It has the packages that we offer, some sample questions we ask. The second page is an ebook that I'm working on. So I'll get to that in a minute. So just if you take 2 sheets, that would be great. And I'll pass the business cards around and I'll put the rest in our, do we still have that box with the business cards?
Yes, we do. I think Tim has it in his bag, so yeah, we can.
Yeah, because I would like to get that circulated.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have it. Okay, thank you. So what we do is Tony and I have partnered up and we've known each other for about 3 years now through Leads Club. We provide online marketing, and it's a website, SEO, pay-per-click, digital videos, animation videos. So to make it easier for our customers, because we realize that we are into this all day, 7 days a week, right? So, but we want to break it down, make it simpler for customers to understand what is it that we do. So this is the outline we created, and again, with anything else in life, it's a work in progress, right? We create something, see how it works. If it doesn't, we change it. That's what we do for us, that's what we do for our customers. So package number 1 is the animation video. So one thing that I would like you to do, those of you who are willing, if you could go to digitalbrandexpert.com, I would like you to see our website that we created. So, those of you who are doing it here are going to be on your handheld. So all our websites are mobile responsive.
Digitalbrandexpert.com.
Yes. And so question number 1 is, how did we come up with that name, right? And it wasn't random, it was strategic. It took us almost a week to decide what we want to do. We probably looked at about 12 different options. The name should reflect what we do, but it should be easy to remember. And it's something that should be available, so we can buy it for $15 a year, right, as a domain. At least that's our budget right now, to buy a domain name. So we looked at a number of different domain names as a team. I had people give us feedback, and this is the one that it didn't come up. I looked at Digital Brand Experts with an S.com. That was on sale for $12,000. So I said, wait a minute, let's play with the words here. What about I take out the S? And to me, that's even better. So our customers have to type one less letter.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm getting it for $15. So there's some thinking there, and that's what I went with. Number 2 is, I don't have a card, well, I guess I have one in my pocket, but if you look at the business card that I circulated, next was the logo. So we had our team create a logo. So the logo should reflect, again, our brand colors. So we decided to have more of a purplish color. So if you go to our website, you'll see that the logo matches the actual website. The website itself, the theme is more of online agency theme. Okay, so there are themes for different types of industries. The theme for real estate agents, the theme for accountants. So we looked at maybe 5 different options, narrowed it down to the one we have. So if you look at the website, at the very top, we have a call to action. So why should somebody really care to stay on there, right? What is it that we're offering that's so attractive that somebody would be willing to give us their email address? So, well, that brings us to the second point that I was talking about, which is the ebook. I'm still working on it, but I still have something that's very valuable for customers, which is the SEO audit. So oftentimes, depending on the company, some do it for free, some do it as a paid service. We decided to do it as a paid service, which is a free audit. We have a tool that we use. There are more than a handful of tools you can use. There is Ahref. We use a tool called SEMrush. It's a paid tool, and the subscription starts at $100 a month and up, right? But as a company, we get it because when we run that tool, when we run a website through that tool, it gives us valuable information that we can share with our potential customers. Our goal is, even if our customers don't go with us as a service, we still want them to walk away with something that they learn, something of value, and that's just the way we work. We don't want to do something that's not useful for people. It's a waste of their time, waste of our time. Let's come back to the packages. How many minutes do I have left?
3.5.
3 minutes left?
3.5.
Wow, time goes fast. So the packages, if you look at package number 1, it's an animation video. So on our website, we put some samples of our work. You'll see that the landing page we created for Brandon's on there. The page that we're working on with Bob, that's on there. There are some others that we consider our highlights that we put out there. That we have more than 30 other sites, but we didn't want to crowd our websites too much. And then below that, if you scroll down, you'll see some examples of videos that we create. One is Brandon's sample, we have Bob's sample, and we have another one which is an animation video. So it's a 30 to 45 second animation video that we created for our plumber website. So that way our customers, Tony and I met with a flooring company director, and we showed him our site, but we showed him some samples of our work. So it gives them an idea of what we do. So that's the lowest package we have, just the video itself. And then it goes on from there. A video with a website, and so on and so forth. The couple of minutes that I have left, I want to kind of share with you our strategy. When we meet somebody, one of the things that I really love doing is to get to know somebody and their business. What is it they're so passionate about that they decided to create their own business? Because I'm passionate about what I do, and I can always tell when somebody else is and really love what they do. So that's the purpose. What is their life purpose? And does that translate into the business offering that they're providing? Okay, so these are some questions that we ask our sample customers. You can read it on your own time, but we ask, who are your ideal customers? Describe your business model. We ask, what's your budget? Because we have different packages, and we try, if they're a right fit for us, we try to work with their budget, okay? Because to me, the relationship comes first. I would rather have an ideal customer than a highly paid client who we don't enjoy working with each other, don't provide value to each other. That's not what I created the business to do. So let's go to the second page. And I always say this, and I want to do this for our own website, is you have to create something so valuable that people are they should be willing to pay for it, but we're going to provide it as a free service. So I sat down over the holidays. I spent, this is what I love to do. So over the holidays, during family gatherings, when I had some time to myself, I thought about what is it that I want to do. I like to help people figure out their life purpose or help them guide through their life purpose. I created a mastermind that talks about life purpose. So that's the first thing I'm talking about in my ebook, is identify your life and business purpose. What is it you're here on this earth to do? right? Somebody that I started a business mastermind with likes to say, you know, you don't want to die with the dream still inside of you, right? 2 more minutes, Tony?
That was it.
That was it, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll wrap it up in 30 seconds. So that's why I printed this out for you so you can read it on your own time. But these are the questions, these are almost like subheadings of different paragraphs that I'll be writing. But these are the things that questions business owners ask is, how do I get a domain name? What is hosting, right? What should be my main call to action on my website? What do I do with social media? So these are all things that I'll write about, and I'll provide it as a free ebook. And I believe that that should be valuable to the customers. If it's not, you know, I'll work on it and create something different. But that is where I am right now. And again, you know, thank you for the opportunity to listen to me, and I'll take any questions.
I have a comment,
Okay?
and that's that he truly does do this. When he was doing my website with Al, there were, you know, a lot of this was absolutely part of the conversation.
Thanks, John. Yeah, it was. We really enjoyed working with you, so that was a pleasure.
To do what I do.
And then,
yes, Brandon.
so I logged in and it asked for like email and phone number. So what happens with that now? Am I like subscribed? This is like your landing page and I'm
Yeah,
subscribed?
you subscribe, and you can always opt out. Like when you get the email to
Yeah.
confirm, there's an unsubscribe button. You can always subscribe, and that's how we created our client landing pages too.
Yeah.
So what happens now is we have your email. So on a monthly basis, when we send a newsletter, you'll get that. But also, you're an existing client. But if it's somebody new, we would reach out to you and say, hey, do you want us to do a free audit to see where you are? Let's talk and see how we can provide some value without really talking about dollars.
But this is so smart because like when I'm meeting with clients, you know, I could get them to sign in and then I've already got them kind of set up on my platform in addition to kind of everything else I do without having to try and do that after the fact.
Yes, on the
So-
spot is the best time.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that's just off their mind.
Because I just did it and I'm like, wow, I can get my clients to do that. That
Yeah.
would be, you know, to kind of take all the awkwardness out of it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Make-
important.
Use technology to your advantage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, cool.
Thanks. Anything else? Yes.
You know, for what it's worth, I think you came up with a great name.
Oh, thank you.
You mentioned the criteria you had for it. I mean, I'm no expert, obviously, you guys are the experts, but I think it really sings as far as what you wanted to do.
Well, thank you. I mean, we really, I appreciate being here in the Leads Club because people in here have given me ideas over the years. I've, you know, worked, I've been able to bring in people that I think would be a great fit. And working with Tony and building our team on the back end has really given me a lot of ideas that can help other clients, I believe. But I couldn't do it alone. I couldn't do it without the people like yourselves, you know, to give me ideas and support. With Tony, you know, he and I talk a couple of times a day, and you know, all of that. So it's a group effort. But thank you for the feedback. Yes.
Between package one and package four, rough, obviously it depends on the business. I would assume what the final price is going to be. Is that right?
Yes, well, animation video, I mean, if you're looking at one animation video that's maybe a minute long, that could be maybe a couple $100, depending on how much work we need to do to get feedback from a client. And then when you add a website to it, then that goes up because then we're talking about maybe a month of work gathering information, have a couple of iterations of changes so that we have it just the way the client wants it. Right? So that's kind of how we look at it. I don't know if that answers.
That's fine.
I would like to second what Tim had to say. When you said digital brand expert, I mean, that really, that's a punch.
Yeah, you know, that's what we try to do for our clients because the field is very saturated. There are hundreds, maybe within the 10-mile radius, but what sets us apart is what Tony and I bring to the table, our personalities, our experience, And that's, again, something that I learned from the mastermind is create your own methodology, right? So the digital brand expert methodology, just like, the Murphy method that, we hear about. So that's kind of the goal. So, all right, thank you,
Very good.
everybody. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.